All right, guys. Welcome everybody to the Get Bit Podcast. Four blurs, four nerds. If you have a fandom, you are most certainly welcome here. We are your hosts the most, myself, Spartan, show guy Joe, Tafari TV. Gentlemen, it is the weekend. How we feeling?
A lot of news coming through today.
Oh, yep, with New York City Comic Con in full swing. Like a broken faucet, we've had to update the news stories multiple times today. So, yeah, it's been a fun time, unless you're The Rock. But again, that's a whole nother story. But Joe, what about you?
I survive.
That's all we can ask for. That's all we can ask for. So as you can see, guys, we are a little bit on the leveled up side, but we do try to watch our language, but words do fly. At the same time, we do show trailers of movies and video games. Some might be too intense for younger viewers, so viewer discretion is advised. Aside from that, welcome. So how do we start? Well, start with some news straight out of New York City Comic Con. Especially involving the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We actually got to see a lot of things from them, but first, we're going to start with their holiday movie, Chrome Alone 2. And again, it looks interesting, but here we go.
It's the holidays.
Hey, does anyone know what they're getting Splinter?
I made him this mug.
Oh
my God!
Yeah, maybe don't give him that.
Hey, here, I'll just ask ChatGPT. What does a rat dad want? Huh. Laser hair removal.
Yeah, good one, ChatGPT.
All right, don't blame AI. It's only as good as its prompts.
Wait, guys, what is that?
Uh-oh, Chrome Dome is attacking the city on Tubular.
I love destruction.
Watch out, baddies. Here comes the radical reptile.
Is that supposed to be us?
And Mark.
Does my head look like a raisin to you guys?
Why do I have so many fingers?
Speak for yourself. I look awesome.
Uppercut.
What? They stole my move!
We're all about bashing baddies and eating cheeseburgers.
Authentic Imitations Toy Company, Newark, New Jersey.
This can't be a coincidence, right?
If someone is making money off this, it should be us.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but we're going to Jersey.
All right, and that, guys, was the trailer for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Chrome Alone 2. As you can see, guys, it's an all-new short. Will be available only in theaters, along with the SpongeBob movie, The Search for SquarePants, come December 19th. Fellas, I'm not going to lie, I want to watch it, but what are we thinking?
I'm with it. Bring back theater-only shorts that also get sold with the DVD or maybe uploaded to YouTube like a year later. That used to be a thing. I remember Disney had one. It was called, it was like
They had a few. There was the Roger Rabbit ones. The one Roger Rabbit one didn't release because of Jessica Rabbit in a park uniform.
Uh-huh.
And there was that one where Mickey gets his mind swapped and becomes.
That's the one I was going for. That brain craze and becomes feral, and I completely forgot. That's where Julius, which is like a feral version of Pete, and they turned him into a secret boss for Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, and he actually is like one of the harder bosses to fight. But but like it turns Mickey like evil for a second, and then Mickey apparently was like scaring kids. Because like
They've never released it. They have never released it. You gotta find like some sort of weird pirated version.
Yeah, apparently, like they had a theater run, and apparently it did not test well with children. And they were like, "Yeah, lock that shit in the vault." People have posted it over the years. So
I was gonna say probably scared the crap out of children because an evil Mickey is probably not what they wanted to see. But we do actually have some more information on this because if you thought the toys were messed up, thanks to Joe has found out that those toys are going to be for sale.
Yes.
What are you gonna say, Joe?
They are for pre-order. They have already sold out.
Wow.
Over at Target.
So these ugly ass things are already sold out on pre-order.
So the Tubular Tortoise Karate Warriors.
Wow. I got no words. I guess people want to collect it. I guess. Wow, I got nothing for this. You want to collect
also
something?
I noticed in this trailer and also in the next trailer we're looking at, the one that hit puberty the hardest is Donatello.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like the boys are still in puberty.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, everyone sounds the same except Donatello. You can tell his was the first voice to drop.
Was it? I was listening. Like, it sounds still in that little cracky throat
No,
area.
no. Go back to the first trailer. Donnie sounds like he's like 11, and now go to this one.
Hang on a second. Let me pull it back up.
You'd Mayhem trailer.
Also, everybody's like pissing on Donnie using AI, and like he literally says it's not smarter than me. Like it's.
He said it's only as good as its
Prompts.
As its prompts. Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can get back to it, so that way let's see something here.
Does anyone know what they're getting Splinter?
I made him this month. Oh my god, that
Like my
Just
like
ask
AI.
ChatGPT. What does a rat dad want? Huh. Laser hair removal.
Yeah, good one, ChatGPT.
All right, don't blame AI. It's only as good as its prompts.
I don't know.
Okay,
Go to the Mayhem trailer.
Oh, so go to okay, gotcha. All right. So that's this, and now the new one.
No, not the new one. Go to the first trailer.
Oh, you were talking about the. Oh, that's gonna take me a second.
Very close. Also on double.
That's gonna take me one. So you want the first Mutant Mayhem trailer?
Yeah, because Aaron's voice.
All right. 1 second. Let's see. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, think I got it. Oh, shoot, that's not what I want. There we go. All right, here we go.
I'm awesome.
Boys, where have you been? We're just running errands.
That's it?
Look, we're really sorry, Splinter. Some of the guys wanted to get pizza, and I tried to talk them out of it.
You ratted us out.
Hey, don't use that word that way.
I mean, 2023.
Sorry, Dad.
Hey, guys, if we weren't monsters that were shunned by society and we could do what we wanted, what would you guys do?
Go to high school. Maybe get a girlfriend.
Can you imagine that?
Not likely.
I mean, he's got a point. He got a point. I'll give you that. He's got a point. Well, I mean, at first when we first met them, they were going to be a little on the young side. So I guess they're trying to show they're growing up. I mean, I can see what Joe was talking about, but I don't know. But let's.
My tells his voice like really changed.
Yeah, I can see that.
My doubled.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, from the Mayhem to Chrome Alone.
My audio is doubled.
Oh, okay. I'm still muted.
Boop. Nope. Now I'm good.
Okay, we're good. Yeah, I can hear it with him. I think he was the youngest one, like of the voice cast as well. I do like that we are. Also, give us more in between shit. Like, it doesn't have to be a full fledged project, but stuff that like shows some continuity. Because I did like the movie basically being like, hey, they're just out in the open now, and apparently the show, I haven't seen it, does a good job of continuing it.
Yeah.
I just started watching, was it Rise of the TMNT? Because I think it just hit Netflix.
Yeah.
Real heavy on the mystical stuff with that show. It's actually really good.
That was Last Incarnation.
Yeah, and then we got this one, which now has a cartoon spinoff, which has a different voice cast.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody does a good job of filling in when they need to. And again, this is like our third Black April. What are y'all upset about? But yeah, I'm curious to see how the Ninja Turtles tackle copyright infringement, because I think the Avengers lost that fight already.
Pretty much. But that's actually going into our next trailer, which is the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for season 2. I think this is on Nickelodeon.
Yes, this will be on Paramount.
Looking at us?
We're famous, man. Embrace it. Let's do this.
This is the best day of my life. I'll get him to talk.
This might tingle a bit.
Guys, this way. No, never mind.
This December.
You and Mikey back me up.
Wait, where'd Mikey go?
Wow. Turtles love snacks.
They're brothers.
We're gonna have to fight.
He doesn't want to fight.
What was that, Leo? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
They're heroes.
UN monster.
monsters! You have to stop them. People are gonna get hurt.
Sir, you're in extreme danger.
Cats.
And now,
A storm is coming.
they're in for the shell shock of their lives.
I call it Mutant Omega.
This is it. The ultimate battle.
We can blow this whole story wide open.
You guys want in?
Obviously, Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. New episodes this December, exclusively on Paramount Plus.
I'm down for that. So yeah, I can definitely see it's a different voice cast. So that's actually pretty cool. I have actually got to sit down and watch. I watched a few episodes from season 1, but I didn't. I mean, I probably should give them a little more attention. But from the episodes I watched, they were pretty good. But what do you guys think?
I need to get into it. I'm trying to do like a binge because I want to finish that 3D CG Turtles because apparently at one point they got booted to Nicktoons and just stopped giving a shit and just started doing a bunch of stuff that Nickelodeon would have let them do before. Like, I saw people people were dying, people got stabbed, somebody arms were being cut off.
Pretty much.
Casey Jones's skull was used as a gear shift.
Yep.
Was that in the Apocalypse Future?
Yes.
Yeah, and that was supposed to be like their finale at one point, and then somebody was like, "Hey, can you not?" And then we
Mad Max this.
Yeah, like, and then we like straight up decapitated Shredder at one point. So
yep,
I want to get through that. Hulu was just killing me with the fucking ads every 2 minutes.
So I noticed in this trailer that both Bebop, Rocksteady, Tokar, and Razor are in this season.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in the movie, so it's just, I'm wondering because I see the glowing eyes. I'm wondering if something has made them turn. Because at the end of the movie, it's just a mutant family of like 20 people now.
Right.
Well, we didn't have Tokar or Razor. We did have Bebop and Rocksteady.
Okay.
So it's gonna
interesting that we've gone this long and we still have no Shredder. So props to them on that.
Well, I mean that's
what I'm saying. And putting the Turtles out in the open and endgaming Shredder is a move that we've had available. We just didn't know it until someone finally did it. So props to Seth Rogen and whatever weed he's been sold.
I mean that he's usually get the premium stuff, but anyway,
he's banned from hosting the Oscars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, is he?
Yes.
Yeah, because what he made like a COVID joke, and that got him like banned from hosting the Oscars.
Yeah,
but this was like at an award show. This was just something he said like on stage and stand up in general.
Something he said in passing because it wasn't at an award show. I think someone happened to just catch it, and then it kind of got lights on from there.
Oh my God, get over yourselves, you people, and everyone angry at the Joe Rogan podcast. Fuck off.
Right. But the other news that we do have for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is that they are having they're getting their own card game as far as cards in Magic the Gathering, and you bet some people are ticked off. And well, let me first show it. So Joe can probably explain better than I can. I can see one reason why they're ticked off, but Joe, why is it that a certain select few of the Magic the Gathering community is a little bit perturbed?
Pretty much they're just really tired of Universes Beyond, which is the loaned IP set, or loaned IP to make a set or commander decks, is encroaching on standard Magic. In fact, like this year alone, we have more Universes Beyond sets than we do standard Magic sets. And people are starting to see it as excessive, even though at this point, Universes Beyond is almost single-handedly propping up Hasbro's gaming division for the money it brings in, because we just got done with Spider-Man. In December, we're getting Avatar: The Last Airbender. Then we're getting this, then a Magic set, or we get a Magic set, another Magic set, Marvel superheroes, Lord of the Rings, another Magic set, Star Trek, and then another Magic set. So there's like 4 Universe Beyond sets set for 2026 and only 3 standard Magic sets. So people are getting tired. And also the other reason why people don't like the Turtles, April withstanding, we'll get to that in a moment.
No good.
Is that we now have 2 sets almost back to back, like it goes Spider-Man, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Lorwyn something or other remastered or Lorwyn rewritten, a standard Magic set, then Turtles.
Gotcha.
So we only get 2 sets, and then the next 2, and then the set after it is another set based out in New York, which I don't understand the hate. I do get fatigue. I do get that Magic people want Magic back in their Magic. That is perfectly fine. I get that. You can make an excuse for Final Fantasy belonging within Magic the Gathering because that is very much a fantasy-based thing. You can also make that same excuse for Avatar because magical realm, people with abilities, mystical, fantastical creatures, a great evil they got to fight against, some sort of doom prophecy they got to stop. Very Magic the Gathering. Spider-Man, not so much. Turtles, not so much. Marvel superheroes, depending on what Marvel superheroes we're looking at, maybe not so much.
But wouldn't that also be? But wouldn't that also be an argument that eventually games do have to be? Because I would be on the other side of, wouldn't games have to evolve to where you do have these certain realms that could be introduced in Magic the Gathering? I mean, isn't that kind of the whole point?
But it should be at a minimum. It shouldn't be the side product should not be outproducing the main product.
But is it only because people are, you're bringing more fandoms into it because their fandoms are now included?
So then you're running into the scenario of people are not actually getting into Magic to play Magic. They're getting into Magic the same way people are getting into Pokemon. No one's playing Pokemon.
True.
Like, not a lot of people are playing Pokemon. They're doing it solely for status. Because of influencers and whatnot, going like, hey, I got this $20,000 Charizard.
No, I get that part, but I'm just saying that, for a lot of people, it can take something that actually brings them to the Magic. Like, for example,
they're not bringing them to the Magic. They're just bringing them to the sets that will make them the most money on the secondary market without actually playing the game.
Right, which I can see that argument too. But you might actually have some that actually may look at that and go, oh, there's other decks out here besides Final Fantasy or others. They actually might get involved.
Yes. I will concede to that, but at the same time, I feel, and I don't really play Magic a lot, but I will say I play Magic, but I do not play it to the extent I do my other card games. I will concede. The biggest point I'm trying to make is that your off-brand IP is outnumbering your in-game IP.
That I can see.
Larger scale. Like, realistically, I think the acceptable amount should be 4 standard Magic sets and 2 Universe Beyond sets per year. And right now we're looking at 4 sets plus whatever's happening in winter.
Okay.
And we're only getting 3 standard sets. And 2 of those standard sets are not original sets. They are furthering a storyline from a previous set.
So basically, Magic the Gathering is having a Call of Duty problem.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're literally waiting to just see Fortnite put in this.
Okay, it's a Call of Duty problem. That I can understand. But I also, why I wouldn't bring this up was because, well, folks, again, arguing about April and other things going on, and I just got to bring this one up. Argue with the wall, because my whole thing is this, and Joe has valid points. This is starting to feel like a Call of Duty moment, where if you play Call of Duty, it's the same game you're paying $60 for every year, and you're really not getting nothing new. But they're adding celebrities and whatnot into it, which Battlefield 6, by the way, when we played the trailer last Friday, was whoever's doing Battlefield 6's advertisements, you deserve a raise. That's all I'm saying. But the thing about it is, if you're that hurt over the fact that, certain aspects of the game, notwithstanding what Joe said, what Joe said was all the way logical, because and I fully agree with him that your fantasy product should not do your main product. Otherwise, you do have a Call of Duty problem. I will completely understand that. But if your issue is just the fact that you're still on this April as a black person, this was already thrown out that she was going to be a person of color in the original comic book. So
she's either Afro-Latino or mixed. I forget which one.
Well, either way, she's not, let go of the initial animated series. You will be okay. That is all we're saying. Sometimes embrace a little change. It won't hurt. But either way, I'm going, Joe. What are you gonna say? Or I'm sorry, or Tafari, were you talking?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, it might have been feedback on my part. But either way, guys, at least it's something that is being involved into Magic the Gathering, and more people are getting hooked onto that. So that makes me smile and makes me go pull out my old decks that are gathering dust somewhere in my parents' house. But moving right along, like I said, we did get a lot of news that did come out from New York City Comic Con, especially, and then some outside of Comic Con. We did get the final trailer for Predator's Badlands, and as we've been talking about over the last couple of months, this is a Predator movie that I'm looking forward to because it's a different story. If you haven't seen the final trailer, here it is.
Welcome to the most dangerous planet in the universe, where everything is trying to kill you. I need a hand. You're here to prove yourself. Hunting something that can't be killed. We might not be alone in this hunt.
Yaslan so Egypt. Det Jetiul Naichish.
And I'm not complaining because the funny thing is, guys, we get to see a Predator talk and actually have a conversation. And at the same time, he doesn't look overpowered, even with a sword and a shield, the man's still getting it done. I got no more I can say about this except I want to watch it. But anything you guys want to add to it?
I'm curious to how much further or time since Alien Earth this takes place. I'm curious if this is potentially the same planet that Boy Cavalier's company went to, and Wayland Yutani was like, "Well, I won't be outdone."
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe the giant tentacle thing was the Eyeball's parent. Because I wouldn't be surprised if, I don't know, Wayland Yutani raiding that island was like the lead to Wayland. Because Wayland Yutani was already once who raided the planet they landed in, Boy Cavalier's territory. I would not be shocked if this is the mission that leads to Alien Earth, maybe, or one of the many missions that they are scouting to look for other life, and maybe this is, I don't know, potentially their first encounter with the Yautja.
It would make sense for how Alien Earth was set up because it was a cargo full of dangerous animals, so it would make sense.
Or maybe this is like a futuristic version of the Flintlock comic. It's a Predator and the Synth versus the entire world or something. I'm not sure. Also, apparently PG-13, so I feel like we're going to see a lot of cyborg deaths versus people.
Yep. And also it comes out on theaters November 7th. But Joe, anything you want to add to that?
I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. I do like that the Predator Badlands Twitter has officially confirmed This is the old Dark Horse Predator comic character, Broken Tusk. This is his origin story.
Okay.
So they're even saying, hey, you can potentially win a copy of Alien vs. Predator Omnibus 1, which is 400 pages of Predator comic, mostly about Broken Tusk. So, there we go. We know that this is actually an origin story for a official Dark Horse comic character.
Nice. And I still agree with Tafara. I think this might be what leads to Alien Earth because it does make sense. A planet of predators, and yet how did Alien Effects start? You got samples from somewhere, but you didn't say what planet. So it could connect. But either way, I think we're all going to be watching it come.
I mean, it's definitely same universe, but I don't think it'll be that directly connected because I got the feeling the last things they picked up on that mission were the xenomorph eggs.
Possibly, although the eyeball, that freaking eyeball. But
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm not expecting a direct tie-in of just a mention of, I don't know, like, hey, remember how the last recovery mission went, or we're one of many recovery missions to gather a species on this planet. Something that kind of ties back to Weyland-Yutani's whole thing of collecting other creatures, and maybe this is either the mission that leads to it. This is how they lost all the people on the mission before we see how the ship lost its last few members. Or potentially we just see like what maybe the greater goal of Weyland-Yutani was at the time.
Yeah.
Something that just references like harvesting and company competition while also going through this and then potentially seeing what I think was the Elder from Killer of Killers.
Yeah, the Elder, the gray-haired, the gray locks.
Yeah.
That's what I think too. I mean, it would make sense as far as as old as he is at the time of if we're staying in the correlation of the timeline, it would make sense that he would pop up there. But again, I'm looking forward to it come November 7th. I know Tafari and Joe are as well. Like I said, it's a Predator movie. I never thought I could actually say in 2025 I would be excited about a Predator movie, especially one that is different, which is all I freaking asked for. But that's neither here nor there. But speaking of things that are disappointments, gentlemen, have either one of y'all seen the Wonder Man teaser trailer from Comic-Con yet?
I'm not mad at it because y'all had till November 1st before I started acting ass. I fully expected y'all to say nothing until a week before. But based on Ironheart, this is actually a very impressive early release date because until then, all we had was literally him saying reading for Wonder Man for the last 6 months.
Joe,
I didn't know it was released till like you said when we were starting the show.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave it be because I got some thoughts on this, but I'm gonna play the trailer first. This was the teaser trailer from Comic-Con for Marvel Studios' Wonder Man.
The entertainment world is stunned today when internationally celebrated and reclusive filmmaker Von Kovac sprung out of retirement to sign on for his first franchise film and remake of Wonder Man. Mr. Von Kovac, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for that. And I know your question is, why one more superhero film, man? Everyone is tired of superheroes. Why go see them in the cinema? Wonder Man spoke to me on a deep level. There is an opportunity to shock audiences. Holy shit. To reimagine a whole genre of storytelling.
Have you given any thought about casting?
And yeah, that's it. That was the teaser trailer.
Was that the original Wonder Man comic look they had with the throwback footage?
Go back. Yep. Let me see.
Hang on. That one and
all of this.
That's his 80s minus the jetpack.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the original. Yeah, that's the 80s.
No, that is not a. It is and it isn't. I don't remember the yellow diamond.
I
just remember it being the giant red W on black, and it's either he doesn't have sleeves, but he does have the gloves.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of the one when he was with the Mighty Avengers. But that's the sleeveless green bodysuit you're talking about, though, right?
Maybe.
Because that's the only thing I can think of. Because this one has sleeves, and the one that he, I'm trying to find a quick screenshot, so bear with me. Because I know there's one out there that I think I got it.
He's got that goofy. He's got the green costume with the goofy head. With the goofy hat.
So hang on.
Here it is.
Yeah. So, I mean, the only thing up close would be the first one. So,
There's
like I said,
one in the middle where he actually does have a jetpack, but it's okay. So
they did make some adjustments.
No, this is actually 1-to-1 for one of the costumes. Keep going. No, just right there. Go down. Middle.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like they're going for.
And then they got the jetpack on the back.
Okay. I mean, different colors. I see what you're saying. Different colors, of course, the W with the diamond. So that makes sense. I agree with y'all. But as far as just the trailer, I'm okay. I was expecting a little more. I'm not gonna lie, because they tease this whole thing of just filming it as a movie, and then you have old boy's character, and it's just like you're telling it from the film side, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and y'all can let me know how y'all feel. It doesn't give me a lot of hope.
I have no idea what this is still going to be like at all, but I'm just happy to at least see that we're doing something, especially now that it's been pushed back to January 2026 versus December.
Yeah.
So we now officially are down to our Marvel 8 versus the DC 3 of this year after this week. Discussions can be had on who had the better 2025 now.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Props to Mr. Yaha Abdul-Martin. I want him. I would love for him to succeed as Simon Williams. I would love for him to succeed. But I'm just, I can't throw this in the same realm as Ironheart. It's like you guys had all this time to give us something, and that's it. I kind of feel a bit left. I'm just saying from my point.
I think this only got released because I think it played at New York Comic-Con today. I think apparently there was some talks about Daredevil and Doomsday as well. Mm-hmm. As far as like some footage, I guess they put this out, and this is also their way of telling us that it's delayed a month.
Yeah, although at least they didn't do what the Flash did at DC fan cast. We'll never let that go down, Mr. Miller.
Wait, what did they do?
Remember a DC fan cast where Ezra Miller looked halfway high and they didn't have anything for the Flash movie?
Was it fan cast, a fandom or whatever it was called?
Fandom, yeah, fandom.
Was that when Ezra was out there dressed like Mr. Slade from South Park and just said a whole bunch of nothing?
Pretty much.
Okay, because that outfit distracted me more than anything he said.
No, don't forget, there's one other thing we can remember from that. Grant Gustin's Flash boots were gold finally.
I was gonna say The Rock kept on saying that the hierarchy of the DC is about to change.
And then to quote The Simpsons, and that's the last of me.
I promise I couldn't pay any attention to The Rock and what he was doing because Wakanda Forever was coming out. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking. I thought he was just trying to sell tickets. I had no idea he really thought I had no idea he was really trying to upend DC from like inside out.
Yep, he tried. Although, it's still funny as hell. But yeah, I'm hoping a better trailer for Wonder Man does come along, because that was kind of it didn't fill me with a lot of confidence. But Jindy Tarkovsky's Primal Season 3. Tafara has seen it, sir. Your thoughts on this before we play the trailer?
Look, if you need a show to watch, first off, I think they made Fixed because I think Gendy was holding this footage hostage until he was allowed to make that movie. Which, yeah, if you want to see a movie about a dog and his nuts getting chopped off, that is very explicit and graphic of like old school Comedy Central, go for it. But I'm pretty sure that and whatever this Black Knight project he's working on, y'all need to go ahead and fund that. The hell is wrong with you? It's a great show. It very much does a good job of telling a story without even using English words. It is just like the title of the name of the show. It is just a man and a dinosaur who are both grieving and trying to survive everything trying to kill them. Season 2, you learn that they are somewhat, I don't want to say the last of a dying breed, but that the world is starting to slowly leave them behind as there are societies developing. And you kind of go on this world tour. And then there is a tragic end, which apparently is now maybe potentially being undone by this 3rd season.
Okay, fair enough. For all those that haven't seen it, this is Primal Season 3's first look. That was different. So that was the trailer for Primal Season 3. And yeah, I'm going to have to go back and actually give that a shot because, god dang, that's a big-ass fly. But it looks interesting. I'm going to have to go back and actually watch a few episodes. But anything you want to add to Tafara and Joe?
So running theory is that we don't know how much time has passed since this character died. And we have seen that on his side of the planet, which is still kind of in its prehistoric phase, we've seen a zombie virus. We have seen witches that can possess people and potentially revive them or reshape them into children for them to raise. So what people are guessing is that something has he was buried in his homeland. Something has brought him back to life, and he is potentially on a quest to reclaim his body and then his soul so he can go back to the family that he never got to see. Because that's kind of how his story ended, was that he at least got to sacrifice himself, but he got to pass on his bloodline towards the end. Because basically him and the girl that he kind of falls for, they both don't speak. They speak different languages. He talks through, I believe her language is like early Swahili, whereas he literally talks through like cave paintings. So, and that's kind of the cool part of the show, is watching them learn to understand each other, but through their own interpretations. Like at one point, the girl is kidnapped and you don't understand what she's saying, but she's literally, you can tell she's saying something important, but is like drawing it out with a stick in the sand. And it just shows like, hey, I used to be over here, and there were these horned people, which were the Vikings. And she's like, they came in and they were violent. And next thing I know, we were taken on these ships. A bunch of us didn't escape. And you could see that he's actually like following it. Whereas at the same time, he kind of, I think his culture is like, there's a scene where he's writing out kind of his story in like cave paintings at their new home. And she kind of sees that like, oh, so he started off with a family and like a tribe, and little by little, it's now just him. And like at the end of the painting, he draws like the girl, her village, the dinosaur, but then he's off like by himself. So it's a lot of like, they don't speak a human word, but they make it so easy to follow the story. And then there's just some nightmarish shit. Like this is Samurai Jack's final season, but the carnage is turned up to 10. I forget what dinosaur is the Littlefoot again?
The Land of Time Forgot?
The long necks, yeah.
The Land Before Time?
Yeah, Littlefoot, his whole family.
Yeah, the Brontosaurus.
So there's which is apparently one of the more docile or peaceful of the prehistoric era. There's like an episode where like this virus is like body jumping from little dinosaur to big dinosaur to big, and it takes over one of them and it turns it into like the most violent and terrifying thing ever because these are normally such a passive creature. And these two, who normally just kill anything that move, are now like running from this thing.
Gotcha.
So Primal is great. I don't know what this third season is going to be. I don't know if our rest of our cast will be in it, unfortunately, but I'm glad this show isn't just dying off.
Gotcha. Joe, anything you want to add to that before we move on?
I've never seen it.
I think you both should watch it. I very much think y'all would like it.
Okay.
Outside of one Atlanta season 3-esque episode that has nothing to do with the plot, where they just jump to like early, we'll say like 1930s Europe for no reason other than that. Pretty straightforward. It is about a man and a dino trying to survive, and then slight colonialization and more carnage and savagery.
Well, I'm good with that.
My sister watches this though. I'll have to ask her.
I got time to watch it because Amazon killed two of my favorite shows that I just got into that I'm kind of disappointed about.
Wait, which one's got the boot this time?
Countdown and Butterfly.
Damn.
Both of those are not renewed for season 2 as of today, which sucks.
You guys will like season 1, season 2 when you meet the Vikings. That shit is intense.
Gotcha. Well, I definitely add that to my watch list. But we do have some video game trailers to talk about. Joe, Battlesuit Aces. Before I play the trailer, you want to let people know about it, or play the trailer first?
We'll play the trailer about it.
Gotcha. For all those who haven't seen it, here's Battlesuit Aces.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
In a boundless universe, we're looking for the source of our wonder and mystery. Like a comet in the sky, every choice we make will shine and live on in our memories.
Cheers, Captain.
You want to hit the sim chamber together?
Captain, come for a chat?
I got something for you.
That's the biggest frenzy I've ever seen.
There's something strange about this guy.
Get me that suit!
I hold all the cards in this situation.
I've got the orc!
I'm always looking for new techniques.
Welcome to the crew.
Let's get our mark. Let's show them what Suitsmiths are made of.
Joyce, the typhoons have arrived. Right beside my loyal crew, the password flowing through. We're charting a course to the unknown.
This is it. Hold position. Be ready for anything. Battlesuit Aces.
Okay. That was a trailer for Battlesuit Aces. I cannot. This is. I've played something similar to this, and it's bugging me.
It's called Battle Chefs.
No, that not the one I'm thinking of. It's. I mean, don't get me wrong. This looks freaking beautiful. I would actually give this a shot. It's just bugging me because I know there's a game I played a long time. Well, not that long ago, 5-6 years ago. I played that. It's just like this. Well, not like this as far as the format. I mean, the format, yes, but not with the kind of the Mass Effect decision-making, world building kind of thing. But that's gonna bug me. But no, I got no complaints. This looks great. Battlesuit Aces. This is available on PS5, Steam, and Nintendo Switch. I'm surprised it's not on Switch 2 yet. But Joe, anything else more you want to add to it?
Hey, Garrett. So this is pretty much a visual novel where all the conflict plays out in a card game where all the mechs and pilots are your trading cards, and then you just like do your stuff there. That's really as much as I know. I do believe it's fully voice acted and whatnot. I will probably see how much it is, and this be like my one big purchase this paycheck. If it's like not bank breaking, I'm not buying it if it's $70. But still, so if it is a little bit more expensive, definitely this is going to be a down the road purchase. There's already a lot of stuff out in October I want to get that I probably can't, because remember we still got that mech bounty hunting game coming out next week too.
Okay. Safari, anything you want to add to Battlesuit Aces?
No, I think it's cool to see like a mech game kind of focus more around like card-based stuff. So, I mean, we got enough looters and shooters and mission-based things. It's a nice change to what we've got so far, which clearly still has a decent story to tell.
Gotcha. Well, it does look interesting. It's gonna bug me. I know. I gotta remember that game I played that's similar to that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Moving right along. Like I said, more news consistently flowing on New York City Comic Con. So we did have something. Tafara, I did catch you put out there. So I definitely have that next up. But Invincible Season 4. We did get the trailer for that, and does not seem to disappoint.
Please tell me you're not going to eat that.
Huh? No, of course not. I'm just taking in the ambiance.
Ambiance?
Yeah. I love this place.
Said no one ever.
How dare you?
Why are we here, Mark?
Okay, 2 reasons. 1, it's the place where I tell everyone when I'm gonna be back in action, right? And 2, because I'm starving, since I just like single-handedly saved the Earth twice in the last 2 weeks.
Hey, don't.
Can you believe people used to complain that I could never win a fight?
What people?
You know.
I really don't.
My friend.
What was that?
My fans.
Your what?
My fans, okay?
What fans?
But they sure don't say that anymore, because first, I sent all those other me's packing. Get out of here, you handsome guys, I said. And then when they didn't leave, I threw their thick, muscly buns right off my planet.
I'm pretty sure everyone else did that. There were like 30 of us out there.
And then I beat up Angstrom. Find a dimension where you're not a loser, I said, except that doesn't exist.
I really don't think you said that.
And then, this is the big one. This guy, I'm pointing at me, this guy kicked Conquest's ass. You remember that? Boom.
But did you? I mean, did you?
Yeah. I mean, also turns out he was just very lonely. That factored in a little bit.
He was missing all his skin, Mark. I wonder how that happened.
You don't fight with your skin, Eve. Come on.
Well, while you've been busy taking all the credit, some of us have been busy getting ready for what's next.
Busy doing what?
Well, busy writing, designing, storyboarding, voice acting,
stop, cut. That's my thing. Only I get to handle those.
Like you handled Conquest?
He was very strong for an old man.
Okay, then. Finish it off.
Finish off what?
Whatever this is that we're doing. This is my first time. I can't believe you let Alan and Cecil do this before me.
Right, okay, can you do the card now? Do the card now!
Is it supposed to be blank?
This kind of stuff, it's not really... Eve, maybe you could...
You're so lucky we're dating now.
Hey, could you make me a new burger too, please? Extra cheese with the pickles. Maybe 1 pickle.
You know, that Mohawk version of you is looking better and better.
Wow, look at that. Check out the date. It's so soon. Get those Where's Season 5 William memes ready. Or don't, actually. I mean, enough is enough, am I right? Seriously, though, get excited. Season 4 is nuts.
Hey, maybe you win another fight.
Yeah, or 2. Or all of them. Maybe I win all the fights.
Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
The thing happens.
Yep. That event is coming up.
I'm curious. I feel like they're gonna shy away from it because now that I've seen Invincible to this point, how the fuck did nobody step in for that? As much as y'all keep 24-hour surveillance on this child against his will, or they'll go full send and make everyone watch. Like, hey, she'll fight through everyone and claim her prize publicly.
Yeah, it's that event's coming.
Because it's like it's because I've read through it. It's like, yeah, he had to go through that trauma all alone. But I'm like, but how? Y'all literally got an eyewitness to everything bad that happens to all you people.
Pretty much. But yeah, season 4 next year. I laugh because leave it to Robert Kirkman and the writers of Invincible to literally make fun of the fact that yes, your season episodes are not periodic. They're a little bit chaotic, and of course they poke fun at the fans saying Mark can't win a fight, which I thought that was pretty funny. I had to remind myself, like, wait a minute, why does he have robotic arms? And like, oh, because Conquest beat the crap out of him. I forgot about that. Which again, if you haven't watched season 3, that was interesting. Conquest, I feel so lonely. I'm like, you ain't gonna whisper in my ear while you beating my ass talking about I'm so lonely. But what more can we add to that outside the event that we don't want to see, but more than likely we are going to see it or see a silhouette of it, or they're going to hint at it some way. But outside that, what are we thinking?
I'm curious to see how many episodes we get because, I mean, we were doing a lot of 3 and 4 season shows lately, but we're like only, I think we'll be scratching halfway into the franchise by the time the series is over. If it's another 8 episodes,
give or take.
And if it is only 8 episodes, just give us 1 to start. I don't need 3. Like, I would like to sit with these shows a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Like Peacemaker's already done, but that's because we got a bunch of that early. Or not Peacemaker. Gen V's got like 2 episodes left, but they gave us so many off the bat.
Right. I mean, that's what I would say. But Joe, any words on Invincible?
I'll wait till it's finished to watch it. It just really doesn't interest me all that much.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hopefully the animation gets better.
Well, you see they keep hiring the hentai animators for the promos. As far as the shows, it's just like absolutely not.
Pretty much. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that come March of next year. But I do got to point out one thing about Ubisoft, and the reason why I'm going to repeat what Tafari said in his post about Ubisoft, you effing cowards. Because, well, we could have actually had an Assassin's Creed that was based around the Civil War, to which we would have played a freed slave and would have fought, which would have been considered the creation of a group that is basically based on hatred and white bed sheets. I'll leave it at that, how you want to figure that out. But they sat there and said that the Unnamed Project, again, for all those that don't know, was to feature a black protagonist, a former slave from the South, who would join the assassins and fight said people. Everything was great until they sat there and said, well, because of the political unrest in the U.S., that they decided not to do this.
Oh, and don't forget the Yasuke backlash.
Oh yeah, and yes, and the Yasuke backlash from Assassin's Creed Shadows, which again I thought that was freaking great. The game, not the backlash. But here's the thing that I keep on pointing out what we could have had. And shout out to I Am Carl Jones, because we could have actually had this in Assassin's Creed.
But the poor little sweet girl didn't get fucked.
You ain't going nowhere. You ain't gonna hurt me. I might hurt you. Yeah, look up in a tree. It's a bird. Nope, it's Catcher Freeman. Come on. Watch it. Work behind you, Catcher. Work behind you. There you go.
Hold up. This nigga jumping out of trees.
Yeah, we could have had that. I mean, paraphrasing, but we could have had that. And my thing is, Ubisoft, I don't understand you. Even on our show, yes, we do try to make fun and we do try to, lighten the load, because the world right now is a upside down. We are in the upside down. If we're going to keep it in Stranger Things, we're in the upside down. But that being said, isn't the reason why video games are supposed to reflect current society? Because if that's the case, you wouldn't have made Watch Dogs. You wouldn't have made really the first Assassin's Creed, if you're really being honest. You wouldn't have made The Division. You really would have made a lot of games. that literally would have been considered political unrest. But I'm just saying, how many of us would have been playing this game if it came to fruition? That's all I'm saying. Because I know I'm one of them. Tafar, I know you're one of them. Joe, I'm pretty sure you would play it too. So is it the fact that Ubisoft, I mean, and I will concede if this is the case, is Ubisoft playing it safe, or are they just really just being chicken?
Well, we also got to remember Ubisoft, I think, went private recently. Aren't they also part of that EA buyout, or am I thinking something different?
Ubisoft is actually, that's a good question.
I don't think they would apply under that. I think I think Rare, Respawn, DICE potentially, and all of them might go under with that. I don't know about Ubisoft.
Oh, no. Okay, I had to double check. Ubisoft is not a part of EA, so they wouldn't have been part of that deal.
Yeah, because you got like what, Ubisoft something, and then EA Play, which are now in Game Pass.
Yeah.
So they're separate there. But I think it's a mix of both. Like you could have had two characters. You could have had Catcher Freeman, who is the brawler and swordsmith. You could have Django, a character who is your gunslinger, and then for your supplies and or your hired help like Mafia, you got the Smokestack twins.
Right. I mean, I'm just saying, like I said before, I'm on the side of Ubisoft. You could have sat there and rolled the dice. You rolled the dice on Shadows, which again I'm thankful for, because as much as I love playing as a ninja, I love playing as a samurai that you did not have to worry about stealth. This man came through basically busting everything. And also, for those that don't know, Shadows is really a great story. Highly recommend you should play it. But my thing is, if you could have gave us, because we keep on saying the whole entire time, let us play in these times to where we think an assassin and what they would do. Because I know a lot of people are saying, but y'all guys had that. You had it in Freedom Cry. Yes, we had it as a DLC of Black Flag. Not to knock Freedom Cry. It was great. Also, and for all who don't remember, there was a previous one that was following Unity. I forgot it was either called Liberation or something else.
It was Freedom Cry, I think. Oh, that was Black Flag.
Yeah, but the one that was following Unity because it was French. I want to say it was Liberation, but I could be wrong. Because it had a female assassin protagonist. And I cannot think. I want to say it was Liberation, but I could be wrong.
Was it one of the side-scrolling ones, or
No. It was a DLC. I just can't honestly think of what that woman's name was, because again, that was one where it didn't get a lot of backlash, but it wasn't. It was Liberation. Okay, I was right.
Okay, it was the Liberation DLC for Black Flag.
Yeah, it was Black Flag. Sorry. So yeah. So my thing is, again, you could have. I'm just saying, Ubisoft, to make a long story short, you could have made the game, and I think it would have been accepted a lot better than what you guys give it credit for. But Tafari, Joe, anything else y'all want to add to that?
Man, make the game. The people you're afraid of pissing off will be the main ones talking about it more than the people it's made for at this point. Like we know Grums and Asmongold and all these people who can't seem to just focus on anything they actually like will be the first ones talking about it.
Very much.
If anything, I think all the bullshit is what helped Assassin's Creed Shadows actually sell well.
Exactly.
And yeah, people, I still haven't played 4. I have it on my Xbox, but like I heard the Freedom Cry DLC was great.
It was.
And then there's people, and I'm like, you could literally make, and I know people apparently hate the Animus section now so much to the point where like they're just like, please just take that shit out of the game, because whatever this plot is about like aliens and the Apple of Eden has been completely just abandoned at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you could easily circle that all back in about a person learning about their warrior ancestors' roots and connecting in real time. And there's so many places you could go with that.
Yeah.
But you're upset with, like, oh, we trying to kill Nazis? Like, switch it up. Make it the Klan.
And
it worked for Mafia 3. You guys will be fine.
I mean, at the same time, nobody complained in Mafia 3 about taking out the Klan or Red Dead Redemption. I mean, we had no problem doing it then. But I'm just saying. But I'll leave it be. I'm just saying, Ubisoft, you could have gave us this. That's all I'm saying. But also moving on again, another video game news that did come out. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Sandfall Interactive, the people behind Expedition 33, have let us know that very soon that there will be a DLC update that will be free to the public. It will basically have new enemies, a new dungeon, a new boss. keep in mind it is free. Fellas, when's the last time we heard a DLC was giving us all this for free? It's been a while. I know it has for me.
I know Sonic Frontiers gave us a lot of stuff for free, but other than that, that's the last I heard of it.
Because the last time I saw a free update for anything, it was maybe Gears of War. I want to say Gears 5 maybe had some free DLCs, but that was all expansion packs. But yes, for all those that play Clair Obscur, including you, Kira, I know you gave it your best shot, and I appreciate it. Immediately turns around here and free. Yeah, it's when it comes out, it will be free. But again, if you haven't played Clair Obscur, I highly recommend it. It is very immersive. It is a twist on turn-based gaming. If you get good at dodging or get good at parrying, you're gonna love it. But the story itself is great. I'm not gonna spoil it because people are divided on the ending because there's multiple endings that you can go on. I'm not gonna say on any of those. So again, once you get to that part, you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, we all canceled our Game Pass, Kira. We all did. Especially
was that a Game Pass title?
Yep, that was a day one exclusive.
Hey, look, mine. I play Little Nightmares next Monday, and then I cancel mine on the 19th. It's on my calendar.
Yeah,
or I'm downgrading to just the $9.99 tier. I will, whenever I get Battlefield, I'll be online with y'all. That's it.
I mean, at this
I'll
point,
never cancel mine.
I can't see it
For good reason.
Well, I understand. I mean, like I said, it's just from my point. It's
wait, what does make you keep yours?
I don't have an Xbox to begin with, so I have no reason to cancel.
Okay, I was gonna say because you don't have one, but I'm like maybe he wants to do his own punchline.
Yeah, I would just sit there and just say, like I said, Game Pass, which again we talked about last week, where Microsoft has just gotten greedy. But again, shout out to Sandfall Interactive, and also with Clair Obscur. We will let you guys know when that DLC will be out. No word on that yet, as that news just came out today. But one more before we get to our television reviews and anime, because we do have 2 anime trailers that we wouldn't always want to talk about. This actually came out. Joe actually found this yesterday, if I'm right, about Batman. Batman Nightfall. Warner Bros. Animation will be doing a multi-part animated film adaptation of the run. This was announced at Comic-Con, and I'm gonna be honest, I dig it. But for Joe, for all those that don't know, could you give a brief synopsis on what Batman Nightfall was about?
We introduce Bane. We break Batman's back. Jean-Paul Vallée comes in as a replacement for Batman, becomes Cybertech Batman. Then he becomes the problem, and then Bruce comes back.
Yep, and that's pretty much. This
was the big story of the 90s. This was the big. So this is one of the 3 big stories that happened in DC in the 90s. It was, 2, really. No, 3. We had the destruction of Coast City. We had the death and return of Superman. Those are the big 3. It's death and return of Superman and Batman Nightfall. This is where DC removed Superman and replaced him with the 4 Superman.
Yeah.
And this is where Batman got replaced with Jean-Paul Vallée, who is Azrael now.
Right.
But he is now Batman. But he is that extreme armored 90s Batman.
Yeah. Kind of like what Absolute Batman is based off of.
But this is also where Bane is first introduced.
Yeah. So, again, one of my favorite stories. I'm all for it. Warner Bros. Animation doesn't usually get it wrong. Once in a while. I mean, depending on how you feel about
Batman Aztec says otherwise.
I was gonna say, has anyone watched it yet? Because I've seen advertisements. I don't know anyone who's watched it.
I'm not gonna watch it. It's not like Yakuza or Mark of the Ninja. At least there's a little bit of consideration. Batman
is fantastic.
That's what I'm saying. There's consideration. Aztec Batman, no. No. I'm sorry. I can't, because because I'm a Batman fan, I'm already biased. But no, just no. There's nothing I can say to that except no. But yeah, we will let you guys know about Nightfall adaptations, when they're going to occur, when they're coming out. Again, looking forward to it. If, like I said before, Warner Bros. Animation, they don't get them all right, but that Aztec Batman, it could have been buried a long ass time ago. That's all I'm saying. But actually, you know what? Before we get to television reviews, let's knock out the anime. Let's knock out the animes first, because there's two in here. One Joe had brought up, and then one Tafari had found that's just recently been announced from Comic-Con. But let's play the trailer for May I Ask for One Final Thing, because I think the trailer can explain it better than what we can say it. So if you haven't seen off Crunchyroll, here's the trailer for May I Ask for One Final Thing.
私は子供の頃からとにかく人を殴るのが好きでした。最後に一つだけお願いしてもよろしいでしょうか。金か宝石かそれとも全員ぶっ飛ばしても構いませんわね。よくもふざけた婚約破棄に加担して私のこれまでの苦行を台無しにしてくれましたね。他人の甘い汁を吸うことしか考えていない畜生にも劣る豚野郎ども。そんな豚野郎たちを思う存分ボコボコにできるのは最高の気分です。さあ皆様踊りましょう。時間を遡る力、そんなものが存在するの。その力のことを加護と呼ぶのです。
お前は私が今まで見てきた中でも
こいつが僕たち姫スカーレット
最も面白い珍獣だからな。
オークションの目玉商品はこいつに決まりだ。
おつむの弱いバカなペットにはこの私が直々にお仕置きをしてあげましょう。
ダメだ、胃が痛い。
悪徳貴族の方々は私のお肉。お肉の横取りは許しません。ごちそうさまでした。
All right, so that was the trailer for May I Ask for One Final Thing. As you can see, broadcast is already looks like it's already begun October 3rd, 7 days ago, in Tokyo. Actually, is it will be coming soon to Crunchyroll very soon.
No, it's already on there. Episode 3 is already up.
Oh, sweet. So sorry about that. So yes, already available on Crunchyroll. I'm digging it. A princess with hands and the ability to control time. I'm digging it. I'll give it a shot. But Tafara, Joe, what do y'all guys? I know Joe's on board, but Tafara, what about you?
So is this just Bridgerton, but I'm boxing everyone for my freedom?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Although Kira, if you're watching, this would be an anime that's right up your alley because you are a Bridgerton fan. But
yeah, so
go ahead, Joe.
She gets betrothed to the second crown prince who treats her like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At their big engagement thing, he announces, "Fuck you, I am hooking up with this chick." And the Scarlet is like, "Cool. One more thing, since we're no longer married, I then just puts on the gloves like, I'm gonna knock her bitch ass out."
Damn.
And just like hauls off and just like punches the shit out of the pink hair girl. Then proceeds to beat the shit out of the entire ballroom.
This sounds like a Steve Harvey Strawberry Letter. If anybody ever used to listen to those radio shows back in the day.
Wow.
She also doesn't like the older brother either, because the older brother just finds her fascinating and is kind of like, I'm just going to watch and study you. And she doesn't throw hands with him, but she's also beyond annoyed with his fascination. It's not anything like lewd or anything. He just finds her fascinating, just wants to watch what happens.
Gotcha.
Of a cause and effect thing.
Yeah.
The one I feel the worst for in this entire thing is Scarlett's poor older brother, Leonardo, who just has they just got tired of calling you the whatever her former nickname was, and now you have a new one.
Dang. Okay, I actually have to go back and go watch this. That looks like it's going to be interesting. But you said, Joe, it's already on Crunchyroll. It's already up 3 episodes.
Yeah, it's in October 3rd, so yeah, it's got to be on at least 2 episodes out by now.
Yeah.
I think they did like a 2-episode premiere or something, or is this an extra long first episode? It's like a lot happened.
Okay, cool. I gotta keep that in mind. But the other trailer that we do have that just got released, the English dub trailer for Rooster Fighter. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about this.
Apparently, this just came out today, and I was just like, I caught it because this is honestly the first video I've seen where the companies actually use this collab feature that YouTube has been rolling out. So it's Viz Media and Adult Swim. If you look at the actual like upload information.
Oh, interesting. Well, let's go ahead and play the trailer because, like I said, I completely forgot about this. But for everybody else, this is Rooster Fighter.
That's enough. I'm here to put a stop to you, demon.
Hey, are you hungry? You want some of this? It's yummy fried chicken. You're gonna love it.
Fried what? Is she for real? That rooster, who is he?
Could this rooster embody the word duty?
Don't follow me. I hate kids, and you're just another brat.
I'm gonna give that bird a piece of my mind.
You haven't changed at all, KG.
I'll kill you!
Livestock is actually challenging me to a fight. This'll be fun. Everything lies with that demon son of a bitch. The weaker, the better. It makes my crown curl.
Endeavor?
Oh, I'm sorry. My leg must have slipped.
I got no words. I'm sorry. I got no words. I'm watching it. I'm definitely watching it, but just, dude, I kind of agree with Tafara. Did he just literally just do a prominence burn?
Prominence burn with a not plus ultra scream, and I'm just like, that is the same voice actor, right?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
like,
never listened to the American dub.
Oh, you didn't watch the dub for My Hero?
I think it is the same. I think it is the same voice actor.
It is an Endeavor if he was reincarnated into a rooster.
I'm just wow. I'm just happy it's coming out next year because, like I said, I completely forgot about this. I didn't think it was ever coming out. But what do we think? I mean, outside of me trying to find words, what about you guys?
I watched it. It's very much seems like the type of kooky shit Adult Swim would invest in back in the day. So I also feel like you don't need to take this seriously at all. So if this is the turn your brain off show for spring, I'm okay with it.
And yep, Patrick Seiss is the same guy who voiced the English dubs Endeavor and My Hero Academia. He will also be doing the main character in Rooster Fighter. So yeah, it's fire. You're right. Still, wow. I got nothing for that. Joe, anything else you want to add to Rooster Fighter?
I mean, I'll give it a shot at the very least, just to like say I watched it.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, well, before we go into our TV reviews, guys, any anime reviews y'all guys want to bring up since we're here?
My Hero and Spy Family is back. I think My Hero is only 11 episodes, thankfully picking up where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of recap, thank God. And then it's like when they're done with the recap, the animation just takes a heel turn into like HD quality.
Nice.
Also, Spy Family is like one of the few shows I know anime-wise right now that does kind of like the 11-minute concept.
I had to remember my last episode of Spy Family. I think it was right before. I wrapped up before the new season. So yeah, I'm caught up.
It was the movie and then the episode with the dog. I think season 1 was more episodic, and then season 2, I realized they're having like multi adventures inside like a 30-minute span, which I'm not mad at. I thought we just abandoned that format of television as a whole, like when regular show came out.
I mean, one would think, but no. I have to go back and I could actually go back and start watching that again. But I'm sorry, Fire. What other reviews did you have?
I think that's it for me right now. I know Kaiju number 8, I think, came out with a new one today. I need to catch up on, because I don't know how close to the manga we are. But
Kaiju number 8.
Yeah,
we're
because I've seen instances of this fight, and I saw one of the people who wins and how it goes for them, but I'm not sure where the season is wrapping up. As far as One Piece, we're on fucking hiatus again. So
yep. So if you ever want to catch up on One Piece, now's a good time. Okay, but Joe, what any reviews you want to bring up?
I mean, we definitely should be talking about Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider.
I didn't watch it. Frack.
Oh, that was this week?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. Go ahead, Joe. Go and talk about it. I didn't watch it. Frack.
We fight a bear. We learn that man is an absolute unit. We find out that girls still find him disgusting because he decided to Sharpie pin a Kamen Rider belt onto his bear's stomach. We learn that there's someone identical to him in the Yakuza, but he prefers the bad guys. And then we Rider punch and Rider kick. All while crying.
Okay, good. It's only one episode. Okay. Oh, I thought I missed
one episode. Next episode is, I think, tonight, where it focuses on the girl who wants to become the only Showa-era female character, Electro-Human Tackle. And how she's pissed that she didn't debut first.
Yeah, I got.
Plus, there's a moment that hurts all Kamen Rider paraphernalia collector fans.
You lost me.
Well, he makes the decision to sell his collection to a toy store that resells toys because he can't bear the thought of him dying. Because he knows he's probably going to die alone because of who he is.
Okay.
He doesn't want to die alone and his stuff go to complete strangers. He'd rather it be sold to people that will take care and love what it is.
Okay. Oh, so it's just that he'll run into his own collection.
Yeah, he sells his own collection to a toy store. I mean, Kamen Rider fan. I got
right.
That's
cool. Yeah. I don't think it's like, oh, he's got to run into his own stuff and recognize it. That's what I thought you were. That's what I thought you were going for. But yeah, I cannot believe it. I knew there was one anime I was forgetting this week. But what else you got, Joe?
What else came out? We got Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. Oh, Digimon. The new Digimon dropped.
Yeah.
Beat Break,
right?
Yeah, I see the game is very much taking over the conversation as well. Like Nintendo.
Oh yeah, no, Pokemon has like hard competition.
Yeah, no. Between Pokemon and Mario Kart, Nintendo's losing on all fronts.
Well, as they should for being the evil corporation that they are. But
anyway, so Beat Break. Go watch it. Animation's gorgeous. We have 2 deaths in the first episode.
Dang.
This isn't one of those, oh, we're gonna walk them back at the end of the episode and everything's okay. It's like, no, those people are dead.
Dang, they just went ahead and just said bump this body count.
I liked what the one Digivolution we get. That's very fun. I love Gekomon. Gekomon is going to be so much fun. You guys definitely got to watch this. It's so good.
Okay.
Not just because it's Digimon. Like, it legitimately looks gorgeous. Great soundtrack. Really fun character designs. Like, they straight up not copy, but it's one of those, you got my Lion King hyenas mixed with my Digimon.
Oh, so close enough not to get the mouse involved.
I mean, Ed's there. We're just saying Ed's there. He's a chatterbox because Hyenamon is terrifying.
Gotcha. Okay. No, that's good to know. But yeah, I forgot about Beat Break. I cannot believe I forgot about Tokyo Wants to Be a Kamen Rider because I was really wanting to watch that, but I'll watch that after the show is over. But what else you got, Joe?
We already covered the 3 I really wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I know for me, I don't really got much. My Academia, All Might going full metal in his fight. So, not knocking that one. I like how All Might just incorporated everybody's quirks into his armor. I thought that was pretty.
I can't wait for the episode that covers how he got the armor.
Oh, that's gonna be next week.
No, they said it. Homegirl.
No, but they gotta show it.
Well, they did. Well, they are gonna show it, but old girl from the first movie. Shoot.
I'm blanking on her name.
Two heroes.
They showed her they season.
Yeah,
and
they showed her.
She's
the American one that got jobbed out as soon as she came.
There you go. No, not Stars and Stripes.
This is his best friend's
Dave's
daughter.
daughter, yeah.
From the first movie. Yeah, I give them credit. They've done a good job of at least making the 3 movies canon.
Yeah.
Because the kids from the second one, I believe, make an appearance either last season or later in this season.
Mm-hmm.
And then the girl has come into play twice now because when he needed what was it? I believe his shoot style gloves are also from her.
Yeah.
So they've done a good job tying all of it in. The third movie did kind of a decent job because we have seen more of the otherworldly heroes slightly, except for Star and Stripe. I get they were saving her.
Yeah.
This fourth movie, we didn't fucking need that at all. That shit made 0 sense. One of the people's powers was literally domain expansion. And I get it. The spurned superhero becomes the villain, but like the way we become Darkbite is so damn dumb. Like y'all could have thought of anything else, and then the end credit scene was just a waste of 5 minutes I could have spent getting to my car.
Yeah.
The show was good. It also shows that All Might is a decent teacher because he does actually pay attention to all of Class 1A and not just Deku, as well as having enough battle prowess to know where and when all their quirks can come into play. And then getting to see, I'm blanking on the name, but getting to see Invisible Girl and our Twinkle Boy actually get to do something.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
And the fact that powers actually combine.
Yeah, that was cool.
I gotta say something about that.
Go for it.
All thirsting after Invisible Girl upon this reveal, you all need Jesus in the worst goddamn way possible. Like, you guys keep forgetting she is a 14-year-old freshman in high school. If you are not outing yourself as a pedophile this episode, you damn well have now.
Oh, man. I mean, you ain't wrong. I was like, someone sat there and said something about it. I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. And I was like, nope. Looked it up. Somebody, I'm like, really? Of all things? It's like, how messed up can you be?
Like, everybody in that class is 14, 15, because they're all freshmen. I don't care what they look like body type-wise. I don't care what kind of thirst trap you think whatever material girl is.
Yeah.
I understand she made her own costume. Great. That's fine. She's still 14, 15.
Oh, I completely agree with you. But, there's weird people out there. But
they didn't know this could happen. But, after this, the support class, Class B, whatever the hell your name is, the tech students are just a crazy girl with the pink hair. Like a suit, like Violet from The Incredibles that just covers the full body and morphs with her. That's all she needs.
My favorite character in this whole show is from the B class, and it's the girl that dresses like Ultraman. Not because I think she's hot; it's because she dresses like Ultraman.
No, fair. But
that's fair. It's just like once that happens, I'm like, hey, it's also kind of weird for us how she has straight up been outside of the times we do see her in uniform. Hero work, she is just free balling it the entire show, and I don't think that's appropriate. Like there have been other people who made jokes about it in tasteful manners.
Right.
Let's see if I can find it because Team 4-Star did one that was actually kind of funny. But there was we don't need. I didn't even realize people were thirsting after her. I was just like, right, I forgot she actually has a face.
Yeah.
That she probably hasn't seen, which is why her hair is that damn long. Because how you even gonna cut it
if you don't know what to look for, right?
So I'm curious to see if they do more with her in the epilogue. But yeah, also Stain from the top rope.
Right. Stain sat there and came out of nowhere and then, helping out All Might in his fight. But so far, it does look like it's setting up as we're only getting, I think, 10 episodes. So 10 episodes left to the finale. Outside of that, Kaiju number 8 was great. Gachi Akuda, really messed up episode.
I saw that there's a video
I fell asleep
based on his job in the anime recently.
Who's that?
Kaiju Cleanup Simulator?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've had like this I don't know if it's an expansion or if it's a whole new game, but they've had like that mop cleanup game for years now. So then when I saw Kaiju Sim Cleanup, I'm like, is this just an expansion of the game we already knew, or is this a whole new thing just with the same concept?
I want to say it's all together the same concept, but I could be wrong.
Let me see, because I remember people playing the is it upcoming cleaning game developed by, let me see, Might Rights that released the game place. Oh yeah, it's a satirical blend of Power Wash plus Shipbreaker, which I thought it was an expansion of Power Wash.
Okay.
Because Power Wash is you just cleaning up like these bloody mafia like mob hit scenes without explanation of what happened.
Oh, you're talking about this. Okay.
Yeah, if you go from like right here as far as Joe's rant on the invisible, well, I'll wait for Joe to come back, but
I'll be about the invisible around, but
yeah,
it's a fair point.
Well, if you go back and hit the sound, because we can't hear it right now.
Oh, my bad.
These guys do a pretty good job.
Hands to the sky, partner.
Wait, what is your quirk? Gun?
Nah, I basically got an aimbot. What was that?
Did you just touch my boob?
Oh, God, wait, no.
Level of petty. But no, it's a fair point. But I can see where Joe was talking about where it was, it is beyond creepy, almost dang near To Catch a Predator-ish. So for all those out there, go outside, go touch grass, or find a short bridge to jump off of. That's all I'm saying. But that being said, guys, like I said, outside of My Academia, outside of Gachi Akuda have a mess up story. Rise of the Shield Hero is pretty good. Sakamoto Days is kind of at a stopping point for right now. Dr. Stone is, my God, the Americans, man.
Welcome to the West. Welcome to the wild, wild West.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Windbreaker, I got to a stopping point on that. It's been great so far. I just got to catch up on the other things that I've missed. But again, let us know, guys, in the chats what you thought of the anime reviews. And again, if you do have any ones that you want to bring up that you think people should take a look at, please let us know in the comment section and we will pass them along. Now on to television reviews before we go on to our comic pulls. We might as well talk about it because it happened. People are, either in shock or going, what the frack, or anything else. Peacemaker did have its episode 8 conclusion. And as already been confirmed by Mr. Gunn today, he didn't say this was the end. He also didn't say that we may not ever come back to this. But for right now, this is the finale. This is spoiler territory, guys, so we are going to talk about it in entirety. So again, if you have not seen the last episode of Peacemaker for season 2, you may want to mute us for the next couple of minutes as we go into it. Long story short, it really was after Peacemaker turned himself in to Flag and Argus, saying that the others, convinced him to bring the necessary portal device. We fast forward to where Argus has figured out how to use the portal device and was basically deciding to go door knocking in the quantum space. Outside of that, they eventually Argus looks a lot more like Lex Luthor's former business associates from Superman. Literally, almost everybody that was working alongside Flag might as well just been a former Lex employee. They eventually did find a door to where it seemed like it was suitable for habitating, to which Chris, fast forward to Chris, who's in prison, but having flashbacks. It looks like him and Hardcore may have had a date, and Hardcore was enjoying Chris's love of music. But thanks to Vigilante and ads using some reverse psychology to use the drug money to basically get Peacemaker actually out on bond. He still did not want to do anything with them, but ads really did carry the episode. Making peace with their ex, convincing Chris that we do need him, and that they decided to go into their own agency. To which, in the meantime, Mrs. Cyborg did not like what Flag was becoming and decided that she wanted to basically fight the power and join them in their next endeavor. This does eventually lead to Chris being kidnapped by Argus and then sent to the planet Salvation, to where Flag sat there and literally closed the door on him, to where we see this screen to where Chris is now stuck on a planet with no helmet, no weapons, and no people, and that's how it ends. So, going around the room, I'll start with you, Joe. What did you think of the Peacemaker finale, sir?
Kind of boring, in all honesty. There was no fallout for Adrian whatsoever.
Dude.
None.
Like, he just gets a free pass with everything he does, and I'm honestly getting tired of it, so there's that. The date thing was nice. Honestly, I thought we'd be portal hopping for a universe where Rick Flag Jr. was alive, and we were just going to extract him from that world.
Okay.
Candyland Dimension was exactly what I thought was going to happen. I knew we would get a zombie dimension at some point. That one was that's just so unbelievably obvious. Like I said, the only twist was that I didn't expect was they were just looking for a prison planet.
Okay.
Or a prison dimension. I honestly said what I said. I honestly, God, just thought they were looking for a parallel world so the team could extract Rick Flag Jr.
Fair.
You could have sent him into the Nazi world. I would have done that shit on purpose.
I mean, that would kind of solve some problems, at least I would think. But
I said, ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, the lack of repercussions from the previous episode just kind of made it boring to me. And this was such a weird way to cap off the entire series if this is the finale. I'm sure this will play into the grander scheme of things, but like, this kind of fizzles to me.
Okay. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
No, fair. Tafara, what about you?
The same thing. I'm not mad at the ending. I'm literally annoyed by everything else in between. Like Vigilante just not being held accountable for anything and then doing the most again with the tackle and the taser. Like, at any other point in the show, funny. Once you are the reason we had to do a violent exit last episode, like, there should have been something about how a reason he specifically doesn't want to talk to everyone, or at least, hey, I specifically don't want to talk to you right now.
Right.
Like, Chris being goofy, like, I'm literally have like an evil curse on me, whatever. Adrian just being annoying and like nobody has said anything is like, if it comes up in a later project where they're like, hey, the business sank or tanked because Adrian it does too fucking much.
Yeah.
Cool, but like, and even then, I was kind of expecting Chris to get out anyway, because even the charges sounded like they weren't going to stick. Like, what did they say? Like, you're charged with holding illegal alien tech. Like,
yeah,
who decided that? And that sounded like the most bullshit. And then it just feels like for like an hour, we just forgot that Chris's tech was the excuse to go after him versus the whole, and then became the purpose of the show over like in 2.5 seconds. And then it just felt like we forgot all about like the whole thing has been Flag having this position to get to Chris, and then overnight Flag becomes a company man, and Lex's people are all out in casual dress, I guess on parole, doing drugs and hard shit. And he's just sacrificing all his agents? Like, what? I was expecting somebody to be like, hey, after the first death, fuck that. We're not going back in. Like, this is Argus. We have tech. Send a fucking drone. Like, why are we sending people into this? And why are we tethered? Other than the black hole that was clearly where Ultraman ended up.
Yeah.
And I think James oversold it in all the wrong ways. He just was like, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cameos and a lot of. I'm like, I didn't see anything you promised in here whatsoever. Like, you could have just said, hey, we're gonna open the door to a lot of shit, and you will see it in future projects. That's fine, because like this ending, not mad at it. I get it. I'm just like, once he was like, "This is for Ricky," I'm like, so you do care, because between the new girlfriend we didn't need to see and the cocaine, it didn't seem like you gave a fuck.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll say for me, I did have mixed feelings. I think that what he was trying to do, because he did mention salvation, that kind of stuck out in my head for a second. But I want to address Adrian thing, because I'm like, you guys, I'm like, Adrian, I'm like, no one has sat Adrian down and been like, bruh, you just need to sit the fuck down for a second.
I was that's what I thought Ads was gonna do in that basement, versus like, thank you for telling him to like stop cursing out his mom, because that was getting old fast too. But
right. But again, the whole Adrian not being checked, okay, that did kind of bother me. I did love the fact that Ads kind of got a full circle story. So her thing with her ex and really just saying, we're not going to work because basically our dreams go in two different directions. And, her actually reverse psychologizing Adrian to actually use the money that's been sitting in his basement. And then the whole thing with Hardcore. And like I said, the only thing is that I did not understand was the throwaway subplot between the cyber chick and Flag, because you basically sat there and said she didn't like what Flag was becoming, so that's the reason why she left. Even though it's like, you were the same person just 3 episodes ago about to sit there and just take out Chris when you had a clean shot. So the subplot for that was a throwaway, but it could have been better. That's all I'm saying.
Like, make her the kiss-ass employee who wants to do right so bad, especially since I guess Argus is the ones that gave her a new body. That's fine. Yeah. But if you were to have her, like, her patriotism turns into a heel moment because she sees where this is going, versus, like, you are sleeping in this man's house and you're just now figuring out this is not about,
right,
or that this is all weird and going south. Like, if it had turned into her wanting to just be a kiss-ass versus realizing, okay, this isn't cool. And the first person getting their face eaten off by the troll dolls should have been the instance. Y'all let like 15 other people get got in this before you're like, hey, maybe this isn't the right thing. And I'm like, why did y'all? There should have been a mutiny after the first time. Like, bring in you. Like, is the way they sold the cameos. I'm like, all right, yeah, Mr. Terrific and the damn T-Spheres. That's where you can because his whole thing is like, oh, we need to get rid of metas. I'm like, your issue isn't even with the metas in the first place. Your issue is with Chris, who we spoke with Lex, is just a guy in a costume.
Yep.
Like, what? I don't get it. Homegirls should have been dedicated employee, turns heel, and on the way. And again, apparently everybody just quit and was allowed to leave.
Yeah.
But what should have happened is one of them on the way out should have been like, hey, Waller, you need to keep an eye on this shit, especially because she's on Task Force M. Like, because, hey, we found this weird dimension where they're going to send people and they may come just clean out your entire prison. And I don't know if you can do anything to stop it, but heads up for you.
And that's also another thing, too, where, again, this is going to be my final point, because overall, the finale wasn't bad. But I will say this about Gunn. I mean, the whole thing about not using cameos, which I still think is a missed opportunity there to set up more of your world building. But I want to go back to Salvation. Why? Because I have a theory. And my theory is that what he's trying to do is going to lead to Man Tomorrow is going to be Salvation Run. Now, I say this because, again, this is just my theory. None of this has been confirmed in any which way or fashion. But for all those that don't remember Salvation Run, it's a 7-issue run that basically had more of the villains basically trying to survive on the planet called Salvation. Lex Luthor is the main character in this. And the reason why I think that Salvation is going to be used in Man Tomorrow is basically because, like Tafari said, I think Flag is going to empty out Belle Reve Prison and use that planet as a prison. So that's what makes me think that part of Man Tomorrow is basically going to be at least this with the induction of Brainiac. That, again, guys, I am saying this very heavily. It is just a theory. And that's what I got from that when he did mention, when where Flag Senior did it, sit there and say, "You're going to Salvation," and I'm like, "So you're doing Salvation Run angle?" Again, just a guess, but I'm not knocking it. I mean, there were some things on Peacemaker that could have been done better, but again, his character's not done. Gunn has sat there and said that Peacemaker will be an important character, so we will probably see him in other projects, and we'll probably see the other Peacemaker castmates in other projects. So overall, it wasn't bad. It just could have been better, is what we're all saying. But Kamen Rider Zets, we have wings and he can control wind.
It was giving Casshern Sins a little bit. If anybody's ever watched that anime,
yeah. And don't get me wrong, I liked it. I like the fact that now the detectives are kind of he's trying. I mean, Gear is sitting there telling him, "Tell him what you know." And I'm like, explain how that's gonna go as far as explaining what you are and the organization that you work for. But it was a good episode. I like the fact that it was a lot more incorporation of the tools, along with the fact that he can't have wings, and that he can actually. I think was this the first time he's actually used the gun as far as the configuration? Am I wrong?
Yeah, he's used the gun before, but he hasn't used it as a finisher. So this is also his first full form change.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, the fact of controlling the wind along with taking out the demon, again, I like the fact that they're bypassing that first door. That first door is always getting bypassed, but I thought it was great. But what do you guys think of the episode?
I like it. I like what they're doing with the special effects every episode, because I caught up, like, between riding a person like a bike, between the One Piece stretchy powers I've seen.
Yeah,
they are very much just doing what the hell they want each episode. Like the whole transformation as this plane is about to crash into a bridge, and we're just aura farming and taking our sweet ass time for some reason.
Pretty much. That's what I got from that. I mean, I thought it was interesting. But Joe, what about you?
It was a very fun episode. I like that we get our first form change. It's good to know that we're not always going to be failing in these missions to prevent them from getting through the third door. We do that in this episode. He only gets through door 2, which is fine. Not every monster is going to be able to cross over into our reality. I think we're going to start seeing the main rival start making his bigger move, because I think we're also delving into Nem's backstory.
Okay.
Tomorrow night. Yeah, I mean, the fear of flying, that's a very common fear. I legit thought that this was going to be either pre-wedding jitters giving her the anxiety, which is giving her the nightmares, or jilted lover thing. And even dude who was the best friend when they were younger, like, just does like, no, I'm out of the game on this. I just want her to be happy at this point, which is cool.
Fair.
Even though the police officer is like, never give up. Is like, unless they get a divorce, there is no chance.
Pretty much. But pretty much, I thought it was cool too. But like I said, also just to wrap this up very quickly, Amazon's Gen V. I can only wrap this up with just a picture. Stan has returned. Again, the whole story about Marie saving her sister. The fact that there's more to Cypher. I think we were right about Cypher as far as him and Godolkin being alive, and that Godolkin is using Cypher basically as a walking meat suit. Seems to be the confirmed theory. At the same time, Head Popper's daughter is back, along with Stan, who believes that Marie is the key to defeating Homelander because, as Stan has put it, her and Homelander are the same as far as power levels go. So it looks like Marie is going to be used as the weapon that takes out Homelander. To which Marie, at the end of the show, looks like she's going back to God U, with old girl with the messed up mind power saying that you can fix me the way you fixed your sister. And pretty much that was the end of it. So I'm not knocking it. Stan is around, which means, with Gen V kind of wrapping up, because I think it's only got like 3 episodes left, if I'm right, or 2. I think this was episode 6.
Yeah, I think we got 2 more, and then I think The Boys season 4 is wrapped, so hopefully it's not too far out.
Yeah. So, Tafari, what did you think of the latest episode, sir?
I liked it very much because they didn't like. That's how you leave a cliffhanger and then come back to it, because we had no idea what happened to Stan at the end of last season. We know the kid who clearly had a damn growth spurt. Jesus,
right?
She has sprouted since the last time we saw her, but the fact that he somewhat got his family back, I have no idea where the dad is, because he wasn't dead last time we saw him. He got away with his one leg from Frenchie and Kimiko.
True.
I'm curious to what his plan is, or how he plans to reclaim Vought, or what's even left to reclaim, because everybody kind of jumped ship and went to damn near the military. They're basically the superhero team of Doge.
Right.
I'm also curious to what he knows about Thomas Godolkin, and the fact that everybody was just like, yeah, we knew his body was recovered, but none of us bothered to look into it. It's like, y'all didn't think that was an issue? Especially after, like, I think he knew about, you knew about Soldier Boy and basically selling him out to the Russians. So it's, I'm glad to have Papa Stan back. You know, I very much loved him as a Esposito being that typical mastermind player. So also seeing Murray's sister turning out to be a soup was also shocking, because I'm curious if she also got a shot, or if there was just leftover residue after Marie was born. Because I don't know, she's basically got future sight, which also makes me feel bad, because when she died, that means she saw it coming and couldn't do anything but sit there and wait for it to happen.
Pretty much. But it'll be interesting with this one. Like I said before, 2 episodes left. The Boys' final season coming up. The next 2 episodes are going to be interesting. That's about the best way we could put it. But hey, we got Stan back, so I'm not knocking it. But that leaves us with our comic pull of the week. So Joe, I'm just going to let you go all right into it, sir. So whenever you're ready.
So first off, we're looking at the big DC comic event, which of course means all the books, with the exception of Batman, are currently ending and will restart when this is over. But this is DC Knockout. This is written by Scott Snyder, art by Javi Fernandez, also art by Zermenico, and colors by Alejandro Sanchez. Pretty much, Darkseid's coming back, and the Justice League cannot stop them, and either all perish or become enslaved. So the majority of the current DC universe that deals with time flow, rewind time by a week and inform all the superheroes of, hey, here's what's going to happen. We can't prevent this. Let's just shift all you guys to a new timeline. And a lot of people were like, no. We've been off for a while. We've all just kind of ignored it. So they're referencing New 52. And then they was like, well, why don't we do X? And they're like, well, we can, but whoever gets control of that power can still rewrite the world. So it's like, all right, well, we just pretty much agree if one of us can get to this power, we just erase Darkseid and set the world as normal.
Yeah.
Now it's a giant tournament. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, this is the what is it called? Not a contest of champions from Marvel. But the winner doesn't get the title of strongest in the galaxy. The winner gets pretty much the key to reset the universe. And then we're teased that Darkseid's Guardians are going to be stepping into the arena soon. We see that they are very clearly absolute Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Which makes no sense, because I can see Superman and Batman doing this. I cannot see absolute Diana doing this at all.
Although I will say this, not to spoil it, I like the fact that they did take one perennial character out of it, and they added ones that we did not see coming.
True. Also, I like that Superman just like legit chose hands, and his knuckle dusters have miniature suns.
Yeah, angry ones, angry sons, as he called them.
Angry sons. He also gave them a name, and his wife immediately shot that name down.
I thought the name was pretty cool, honestly. But
Dawn's Day.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll shut that down. We also learned that Clark does not like board games unless
like
it's a cooperative board game.
He does not like to lose. That man is that. Who knew?
No, he
Clark
doesn't like. It's not that he doesn't like to lose; it's he doesn't like the thought of anybody losing.
Oh, that's right. Because even Bruce pointed that out. But yeah, but I did like this issue. I'm gonna stick with it because I want to see what they do because it started off strong. So let's see what you go from here.
Yep. Moving on over, we have the Green Lantern Corps. This is the finale of the Starbreaker Supremacy. I believe this is also the end of the current run because Knockout is actually happening. The Starbreakers get defeated. Kronos comes back. John sacrifices life. Everyone kind of goes back to the status quo too. So like the Red Lanterns are the Red Lanterns. Everyone who was a known Red Lantern comes back. We lose a Red Lantern, but Razor gets to return to being a Red Lantern like he was in the animated series.
Yeah.
John's resurrected mom becomes a Blue Lantern. Sure, I'm okay with that. We know John sacrificed himself last issue, but it turns out he's just in the dark sector of the universe, living a farmer's life with a suddenly resurrected Katmatui.
I just thought that was weird.
You know what? I mean, Dan Garrett's back as Silver Scarab. I'm just going to let go because we don't know who is actually back or not because the universe has been reset 3 times since she's died. So, sure. I'm more than fine with Katmatui being back alive. That's fine. As long as they don't fridge her like they did the first time.
Oh, give it a moment. Give it time.
And yet, all of Kyle's girlfriends have... well, no, I take that back. Alex has never come back.
Right.
Sornik is still out there as a Yellow Lantern, and Jade is still with the JSA. But, like, Alex never came back after the reboots. That's so weird.
Just true.
Still, decent finale. Good intrigue in what leads into the thing. I just don't know if the book's going to continue or if it's going to go on hiatus until after Knockout.
So we'll see.
Moving on over to Marvel, Age of Revelation is coming in. This is a line-wide thing with the exception of, I think, Spider-Man. This is written by Jed McKay, art by Mohamed Asser, and colors by Matt Wilson. Cyclops Beast has been put in the future where Doug Ramsey, of all people, is the supreme leader, becoming Revelation and altering all of mankind with an X virus that killed almost all of humanity with the exception of some mutants. And shenanigans ensue.
Yeah, it's different. I will say that. I know it's falls line in with Apocalypse's whole arc, but yeah, that was it was different. I will say that. Although poor Wolverine. Poor Wolverine.
Poor Wolverine.
Yeah. Man can't catch a break for shit.
Nope. Also in Age of Revelation, we have Laura Kenny Sabretooth because apparently Sabretooth is dead and Laura's the new Sabretooth in Revelation's regime, but she also is married and has a son.
Yeah.
This is written by Erica Schultz, who is the current Wolverine, Laura Kenny Wolverine writer, art by Valentina Pinti, again, current artist for standard Laura book, and colors by Rachel Rosenberg. Again, standard team for the Laura Wolverine book. This is just now Laura Sabretooth. Gabby, who's an adult, and Dakin just meet up with Laura so Laura can pass off her kid because she knows shit's about to go down, and she gets her revenge on somebody.
In so many ways.
God, yeah. But he had it coming. He's had it coming for a while.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Solid book. Again, I enjoy Laura Kenny. She's one of my favorite characters in the X Pantheon, but that's unsurprising if you know me well enough. We did forget to mention in this one, they wind up in Philly, which Revelation won't touch, and there's a good reason.
Yeah, certain demon.
Certain child. Certain demon child. Moving on over, we have the World of Revelation. This is just looking at the grander scale of things. So we get to see, surprisingly, not Franklin Richards. I think that this was a purposely
red herring.
Yeah. This was a red herring. We do get two things. We get a talk between Xavier and Apocalypse about everything going on.
Yep.
And then a small story about Wiccan and Hulk. It's okay. I don't think I'm going to follow up on this book any more than already, but it was a nice read what it was. This was written by Al Ewing and Augustin Alicio, and that for the first one, The Message, Never Let Me Go by Steve Fox, Jesus Marino, and Will Quintana, and then Epoch of Revelation by Ryan North, Adams Szalewski. We'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
And colors by Chris Peter. It was fine.
Yeah, I mean, they did set up the world building. They did set up the world building as far as what's going on. So yeah, it was all right.
Moving over to Spider-Man number 9, Spider-Man 94, number 2. This is written by J.M. DeMatteis. Art, both good and bad, by Jim Toe. Colors by Jim Campbell. We just get more Fallout. We see Pete fighting some of his D-list heroes like Armadillo, Koala, and Kangaroo.
That was so funny.
Kane being reborn and then regaining his memories from his previous body, which makes no sense to me, but super science. We'll just say, since it's Spider-Man 94, it has something to do with the Neogenics Recombinator, and that'll explain everything.
Yeah.
Mary Jane and Aunt Anna make peace, but Aunt Anna does make a point to Mary Jane of, like, if it touched Mary Jane so hard in the nerves, then she probably knows Anna's right. Also, it's now outed that Aunt May knows that Peter is Spider-Man and just continues to play the doddering aunt regardless.
Yep.
But also does tell Mary Jane, it's like, look, quite frankly, I love your aunt. She's my best friend, but she's also a bitch.
Rubs everybody the wrong way and is a master at it. I'm like, God dang, y'all are friends.
But she does mean well, and she is just looking out for you. My Peter's a complicated boy. He makes dumb decisions, but he does love you, but he's a complicated person because he's Spider-Man.
And that's the crazy part. I do like the fact that y'all are just running with it. Like, at this point, she knows. Just no point in hiding.
The article is good or bad. We still got some goblin faces in there. Like, this dude, I don't know what it is with him and drawing men's faces, but like,
it's rough. It's like, I mean, pixelated diodes could have done a better job, but I digress.
Solid book, though. We're also looking at Amazing Spider-Man Torn. This is written by J. Michael Straczynski. If you don't know who it is, go look up some real Ghostbusters episodes. He wrote those.
Yep.
Also, artist is Pierre Perez and colors by Guru FX. This is a non-continuity story or early continuity by J. Michael Straczynski. Peter's still in college. Aunt May has passed away in this universe. He is still with Gwen. Harry is he's still in college, so Harry and MJ are a thing. He and Gwen are a thing. He's fighting Silver Age villains like classic old school Sandman.
Yeah.
And runs into a bank robbery, halting that, and then I don't know if that's supposed to be the Darkholm or not.
I want to say yes, but I'm not sure
what it was. It just says like demonic book.
Yeah.
I don't know if that means it's the Darkhold or not.
Although blood did fall on it, and well, old girl's blood fell on it, and she immediately got transformed into a demon. So it might
More likely a goblin because it's Spider-Man, but you know.
Yeah. Fair.
Still, in the long run, this was a solid book. I like the old school feel of it because we're still in that like 1970s era of Spider-Man, but stuff has progressed forward.
Yeah.
In his life to where he is no longer, Aunt May's no longer with him. He does mourn her death, of course, because it's Peter, and every death he's going to mourn for the next 75 years.
That is
It's
true.
so solid book.
Better than the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man, but go ahead.
I don't know. Amazing Spider-Man right now is actually decent.
Nobody said decent, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yep. Return to Planet Hulk. I thought this was part of Imperial. It turns out this is actually a part of the original Planet Hulk storyline.
Mm-hmm.
This takes place immediately after issue 95 of Planet Hulk. So everyone's still celebrating the Green Scar. Hulk does not like that name. Goes out into the killing fields, starts smashing robots, and then notice one of the Thresher bots has sentience. They have a long talk, and then shenanigans.
And then you find out that your lifeblood could save the planet.
Yep. This is written by Greg Pak, art by Carlo Paglione. I have no idea if I pronounced that right. Ink by Jason Paz, Roberto Pagogi, and Oren Jr. Colors by Christopher Sotomayor. Really good read. I don't know if they're going to re-release this to add into Planet Hulk at some point. Because this, I don't know how far they're actually taking this storyline or not.
Fair point. I did like the story, but yeah, I want to see where they go to it on this one, considering the fact that now everybody's going to be coming after Hulk for his blood. But yeah, still worth looking into.
Well, the thing is, we know how this plays out. So
yeah we do.
Finally, we're looking at Transformers number 25. This is now written by Robert Kirkman with art by Dan Moore and Jorge Corona and colors by Mike Spicer. Jorge Corona is doing, I think, just Decepticon stuff because Megatron shows at this point why he is the leader. This man knows his troops weaknesses and how to rally them.
The freaking speech.
Oh yeah, no, that man knows what he's doing. That robot knows what he's doing. Also, like, he even outlines what we're doing here. It's like, no, the end goal of the Decepticons is peace. He wants a unified Cybertron where everyone can operate independently and freely as they see fit.
Yeah.
He says it outright. He's like, I want this.
It threw everybody off.
We got to conquer, we got to dominate, and we got to put everything in order to make sure we get the Cybertron we want. So it's, as I shared a meme earlier, the system is working, but we got to dismantle it to make it better.
Right.
Also, Starscream just cannot die.
Yeah. That part was just the whole thing. And no, I desire peace. Huh? It's like, that's the end. I was like, how dare you turn around and just give a speech to everybody? You aired out everybody's issues. And then at the same time, I was like, but you could be better. I'm like, did he just Maxwell Lord them? He Maxwell Lord them.
Minus the nosebleed.
Right.
Meanwhile, on the Autobot side, the Autobots are sticking around to help clean up everything. The entire is it Seattle?
Yeah. San Francisco.
San Francisco?
Yeah, San Francisco. That's where they're at.
The entire San Francisco fight. And then the military comes and is like, hey, we want to chat with you. So Optimus goes with them. They find out that the military has found both Bulkhead and Mirage and has been dissecting them, but like keeping them operational, and has also been stockpiling Energon.
Yeah.
And once the Autobots work with them, Optimus is cautiously optimistic. And we learn that the person running this program is Miles Mayhem, who, if you don't know who that is,
Mask has entered the chat.
He's the main bad guy of Mask.
I saw that. I'm sorry. No, I was saying, I'm sorry. I saw that. I'm like, Mask has entered the chat. And it's like, we're not going to sit there. Miles Mayhem? Really? You're just going to just. And again, if you watch Mask, you're gonna recognize it. I know for me, the moment I did, I was like, oh, hurry up and end him now while you get the chance. I'm sorry. That was just my thought on it.
Oh yeah. No. Well, I mean, it does explain that they're transforming vehicles that convert from one vehicle to another style vehicle have Cybertronian technology.
Yeah.
So that explains that. Meanwhile, back at the Autobot side, they're exploring the mountain where the Ark is, and we have a prelude to the Dinobots. And then the Ark teleports back with Thundercracker and Skywarp still in it.
Mm-hmm.
And Thundercracker is not happy because he doesn't know where they took him. He just knows they went to Cobra Law.
Right.
And some shit probably went down.
And
so Thundercracker wants to know where the hell they are now.
Yep.
And he wants answers.
Although it's kind of weird where it's like the Ark just came back. I'm like, y'all saw it disappear. If it comes back, yeah, I would be immediately paranoid. But that's just me.
So yeah, that is the issue. I am interested to see where Robert Kirkman takes this.
Mm-hmm.
Artwork by Dan Moore is fantastic. I really do hope we continue to separate the art style between George Corona's Decepticon style versus Dan Moore's Autobot style.
Yeah.
Until they meet up, that's fine. But I do want that Danny Warren Johnson lookalike for the Decepticons because it really gives them a good identity.
Oh, definitely.
And the cleaner look for the Autobots really helps. Oh, also on Cybertron, Alita 1 says F Optimus Prime.
Yeah, she turned around. RC turned around was like,
No, that's not RC. That's Alita 1. RC's on
Alita. Yeah, you're right. Alita 1. That's why I'm getting them mixed up. But yeah, she was done.
Yeah, she's done.
Yeah, that was crazy. As she sat there and said, no. He said, now Prime is our enemy. I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing. And not a decision, nothing. But I was like, all right. But no, it was a good issue though. I did enjoy it.
I don't know what we should put as book of the week. Should we do Transformers? Should we do Knockout? Because both were really solid.
My vote would be Transformers.
Same. The Megatron, the Decepticon stuff is too good.
Yeah, that freaking speech put it over the top. I hate to say that because it was about Decepticon, but yeah, Transformers had to be my book of the week.
Look, we're both at that age where we keep going. No, Megatron's right.
You ain't wrong. Damn, you're not wrong. Tafari, if you're saying something, you're muted.
So now if they could just remember that and give us a second film after they barely did anything for that first one.
That part. Be freaking nice. But yeah, is that all the comics, Joe?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, yeah, dang it. We're agreeing with Decepticons as we get older. That being said, we're going to go ahead and call it. Again, thank you everybody that liked, that watched, that let people know this is live and commented us. We certainly appreciate that. As usual, we do love to do shameless promotions, and I'm going to start with the man, the myth, the legend, the man that is always working somewhere. Tafari, you want to let people know where you're at, what you're doing, and where they can find you?
Yeah, I will be streaming Little Nightmares 2 on Monday. We beat the first one this week. Went through a little bit of Outlast as well. We are also going through the Telltale Batman series season 2 and Sonic Unleashed. As far as other gaming news, South of Midnight was great. If you can, I think you have until Halloween. Please go to the Golden Joysticks and vote for Adrian Ray, as well as for, I believe, best performance, as well as South of Midnight for best soundtrack, because they really did a great job there. Her, the entire team of Compulsion Games, Ahmed Best. So, and I believe they're only like the only actors in like kind of group of color in general that's nominated. So if we could please get a win in one of those categories. So it's, I think you get one vote for email. It takes like 5 seconds. Please go do that. As far as that podcast, Blurred, I'm here on Fridays, Blurred's Eye Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm on my own page. I have a Call of Duty versus Battlefield skit that I'm trying to get off the ground right now. It is kind of a successor to the Kart Racer one. Been working on cutting shorts for that to spread out throughout the next couple weeks as well. And if you are at New York Comic Con, have fun, be safe, enjoy the weekend. It's a crazy world out there, and nerd out for a few days.
Right. Joe, you are also a busy man. Let people know what you're up to and where they can find you and what you'll be doing, sir.
Sleep, couch, much needed. If I'm not at work, I am actively, well, I say actively, but I'm streaming Digimon Time Stranger whenever I can. That's over on Total Justice Gaming. I'm with Tafara over on Show Guy Joe's. We're watching Ultraman Omega. Technically, part 2 of Ultraman Omega just started tonight. We have kind of a shift in what the show is now. So me and Tafara will be on that pretty soon. I'm over at Middle Tennessee Gaming Thursday nights, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and Sunday nights, helping out and playing and trying to get other games launched off the ground. But, we got to have Jeff's approval on launching new games. But mostly I'm there playing Cardfight Vanguard or Buddy Fight or Digimon. Sometimes Magic only even as an absolute last resort and if they need somebody, but mostly the other ones. I'm not much of a Magic guy. Other than that, I'll be at Brickfest tomorrow at the Tennessee Fairgrounds with the Tennessee Ghostbusters. I'm also part of an API advocacy group, Middle Tennessee API. So go support them. Go support my friend Laura's Boba Shop, Eat Bubbles. They got Best in Nashville, I think 3 years in a row now. So she's she's working really hard in earning that title. So go support her. Go support my buddy Jeff's card shop, Middle Tennessee Gaming, because I'm there. Just come buy Pokemon. Just come buy Pokemon and Magic. We'll sell it to you. We got a nice case. I make sure it's stocked. No holes, no patches. Always patched up. Yeah, other than that, on my couch asleep. Or in the gym.
Why did I think I felt like you were about to go Emperor's New Groove, and I thought you were going to go Cusco for a second.
No touchy.
I swore you were going to go Cusco for a second. Like, oh yes, Middle TC Gaming, where you can buy Pokemon cards. Yeah, the cards you can buy at Tennessee. I thought you were going to go that route.
Cusco's cards. The cards made just specifically for Cusco.
I swore for a second I thought you were going that route for a moment. Oh, thank you, Kiera, for saying great show. We appreciate it. Before I do get to myself, we always do want to shout out Rick's Comic City again. Rick's Comic City, the number one place for Nashville for comic books, for pop culture, things of that nature. 2 locations, Nashville and Clarksville, Tennessee. Their website, rickscomiccity.com. Definitely check them out. They show us love because you see our shows on their television screens, and we want to show them love back. So definitely do that. Also, support your local library, support your indie artists, support the indies in general, support South of Midnight at Golden Joysticks. We would certainly appreciate it because, again, we need to foster these areas of creativity before they get bought out by blood money. That also being said, check out APR TV. Why? Because our show, The Give It Podcast, can be seen there. APR TV is an app that can be on the Roku channel or Amazon Fire TV. Definitely check them out, as well as other shows like Blurred's Eye View. Again, another spot to where you can watch more than just your usual run-the-mill stuff. BlurredStation.com, also another spot that we can try. Also another spot that we recommend for content for us, by us, to enjoy. BlurredStation.com, $10.99 a month to stream Blurred Station on all smart devices. Definitely check them out and definitely enjoy it. You will not be disappointed. And as always, guys, the Give It Podcast can be found on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button so that way whenever we do go live, you will definitely see us there. Again, tell a friend to tell a friend, because right now, we're much like PBS. We cannot simply do none of this without you, and we would certainly appreciate it. Also, my other show, How the Frack We Got Here, can also be found on YouTube as well. It is my daily news political podcast. We do talk about everything in the world that's burning, and we do try to do it. We do try to do it in a very informed way, but definitely check that out on YouTube as well. Like, share, and subscribe if you will not mind. S'il vous plaît. Of course, for me, guys, Black_Spartan615. Again, you can follow my personal YouTube page. I talk to everybody. Just don't make it weird. I don't want to get into the whole habit of blocking people. At the same time, guys, like Tafara said, it is the weekend. If you are at New York City Comic Con, please be safe. Have fun. Do all these things. For the rest of us, it is the weekend. Please make smart decisions. I don't want to see nobody in jail over the weekend. Nobody wants that for you. The rules still do apply, guys, even at cons. Respect the cosplayer at all times. Cosplay is not consent. Please treat people like human beings. Wash your ass. That means actual soap, actual clean clothes. Hygiene is important, especially as we're getting closer to the winter side, winter side of things, and that means flu season. Please protect yourself by protecting others. And the other rule that I have for myself, that I have for everybody else, guys, be nice, be kind, talk and share your fandoms. Don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool. At the same time, guys, don't doom scroll. Get out there, enjoy the world, hydrate, check on your friends, do something that makes you happy, or do something else that makes somebody else happy. But at the same time, protect your peace, and I promise everything's gonna be cool. Outside of that, guys, we'll hopefully be back here next Get Bit, same next Friday, same Get Bit time, same Get Bit channel, with more news because New York Comic Con is still going on. So whatever actually happens over the weekend, we will talk about it next Friday. Outside of that, fellas, any last words we call it a night?
Battlefield's out. Go play that if you got nothing else to do.
Yeah, it's up on subscribers because right now Call of Duty is panicking by giving double XP weekend. So that tells you off the fact they're doing their hardest to keep people off Battlefield. I also forgot. I am streaming Hollow Knight Silk Song. Not know if I'm going to do it tonight. I might do it probably definitely tomorrow night as I'm trying to wrap this up before Ninja Gaiden 4, and that's before Ghost of Yotai. So I'm trying, y'all, and also Destiny because I've got to get back because I didn't even do the Edge of Fate yet. But anyway, outside of that, I've been Spartan. He's been Joe. He's been Tafari. This has been the Give It Podcast for tonight, guys. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and I promise we will all get through this. Live long and prosper, people. We are out. Peace.
Remember, don't support John Walker.